Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box. Affordable, mind-enriching programs.
How to Attract Money by Joseph Murphy, the original classic of abundance, from the author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Narrated and introduced by Mitch Horowitz for the Condensed Classics Library. Introduction: The book you've been waiting for. I am often asked if I were to select one new thought book to recommend to someone approaching the philosophy of mental causation for the first time, or maybe someone who is willing to sample one and just one book, which would it be? The answer has eluded me. I have been uncertain whether to recommend a mainstream work like Earl Nightingale's wonderful lecture, The Strangest Secret, which lays out new thought in a precise, businesslike manner, omitting most mystical themes. For someone from a strictly non-religious background, I might recommend surgeon Maxwell Maltz's Psycho-Cybernetics, which is a secular psychological exploration of the mind's formative abilities. Or finally, if I see that someone has a key goal in mind and is open to both spiritual and psychological language, I would recommend Napoleon Hill's evergreen Think and Grow Rich. But in writing these words, I realize that the book I should be recommending, and that I plan to from now on, is one that I've been reading for years but never fully appreciated. Joseph Murphy's slender 1955 masterpiece, How to Attract Money. I think that I have previously resisted recommending How to Attract Money because I felt slightly embarrassed by its acquisitive-sounding title. Thoughtful people are taught to believe that overt expressions of money-getting are vulgar or unspiritual. Reading this book with fresh eyes, however, I am disabused of that notion. First of all, money, in whatever form it takes, whether bills, goods, or commodities, is part of the natural human exchange and is indelibly tied to all phases of our lives. More importantly, Murphy, in his genius as a communicator, uses the topic of money, something that we all need, as a metaphor for the point he's really making, which is that we are generative, causative beings who channel the power of higher creativity through the medium of our thoughts, which take form in the overt circumstances of our lives.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?